Hello, and it's Fred Mason.
And Karen Mason.
And we are the Avon Couple. Hey, we got it together.
We did. That's
Blimey.
The first time ever.
God, there's something wrong there then.
It must be the snow.
No, it's because we've been sat indoors planning this. No, we haven't.
No. How many people who are listening to this had loads of snow, woke up yesterday morning to loads of snow? We had about 5-6 inches of snow.
Yeah, and just for those of you who don't know, yesterday was Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because some people listen to this at different times, love.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, well yeah, Sunday. So I love snow. I just think it's like not having anything. It's just come down, no footprints, nothing. And I was going to go out and be the first one to put the footprints in, and you beat me to it yesterday.
Well, I went out the front because I had to go out in the car, but then I went out the back. But you could have done that. But yeah. Don't you think sometimes in the UK a little bit of snow it just causes chaos?
It does, but it's so pretty. I just think it's lovely.
It might be pretty for some people, and I like to see it. But
it's like a picture postcard.
It's just everything. Oh, the roads, they weren't gritted yesterday, so everyone was panicking because they couldn't get out. I mean,
yeah.
I had a look on our local Facebook group for the village, and it was like, don't go here, don't go there, this road's blocked, that road's blocked. And within less than 5 miles of where we lived, people were abandoning their cars.
Yeah.
Because the snowfall was that heavy.
It was.
Throughout the night.
But you know what was really nice is looking out the back where all the berries are and seeing the blackbird. He really stood out against the snow, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I mean it looks really picturesque. But I mean, but it's like some of the schools are going to be closed and all that. No disrespect to anybody of today's era, but when I was a kid, I had to go. I think it was 7.5 miles to school, and I used to walk.
Well, isn't there a programme coming up, The Heavy Snow in 1981, where it was absolutely
I wouldn't know about that. By then I was 27.
Oh, okay. That was my second year of working.
I used to walk to school.
Yeah, I did too.
And
there used to be about 6 of us that used to walk to school.
Yeah, but you didn't have this, I can't drive you to school, love. You've got, be careful.
Well, not many people had cars. It just shows you how different the world is now because they've all got cars.
Yeah, it's all right. I've just looked out our front window and our next door neighbour's doggy lady's turned up to go and take her dog for a walk. Her dog's so small she'll get lost in the snow.
Oh, yeah, but at least she's black so that you can see her.
Yeah, I see her in the snow bouncing about.
Yeah. I just looked out the garden window just before we came on the podcast, and our little Robin's back as well.
We've not got a massive garden. We've got quite a tiny what they call a handkerchief garden, but we've got lots going on out there. That's for sure.
Yeah, lots of nature. Don't you find that fascinating?
Do any of you on the podcast leave things out for the birds and things like that? Because it's fascinating to watch.
What do you leave for robins and for blackbirds? Is it the same thing or is it different?
Pop over to our website, theavoncouple.co.uk. Go to the message thing and drop us a message to let us know what you do.
Yeah,
whether you look after some of your local creatures.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that the woman next door.
Frederick Mason.
We're very fortunate. We've got absolutely lovely neighbours.
Okay, so exciting news because
yes.
It's the first one of December, so the campaign would have finished on Thursday. And what's our exciting news?
No, I'll let you tell it because it's been a long time coming. We've worked our business steadily and diligently, if you like.
Yeah, so you're telling it.
No, I was just going to say without going overboard, but we are both absolutely delighted to announce.
We did in January say where we wanted to be this year.
Oh yeah, but didn't we say, or didn't you say, and get we got a certificate type thing, didn't we, from
a little plaque,
our upline saying that we would be a certain level in Avon by when was it, September?
September.
And we didn't do it. But do you know what? Our business still grew.
Yeah, but some people, this is the thing, when you set goals, like, because it's coming up next month is New Year's resolutions and all that. So instead of doing New Year's resolutions, we set a goal. And in January, we set this goal to achieve this level in Avon by September. Now, some people would have gone, oh, well, it didn't happen, I'm giving up. Wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Whereas we just kept going because, okay, we didn't achieve it in September, but we were so close. And we knew with a little bit of effort, we could get it. We just missed it in October and smashed it in November. What was it?
No, you say.
We got to a level of bronze exec, which is just phenomenal.
It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, and it just proves that, yeah, you're right. We didn't give up, but neither did our team. Some of our team achieved new levels.
I know.
within their own little businesses, which is that's what makes me feel proud to be an Avon rep and an Avon sales leader.
Yeah, because if you watch and help and support and mentor others to achieve what they want to achieve, you end up achieving your goals anyway.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's just lovely to watch people and know that you're a part of their journey in Avon.
The one thing that I will say is we actually achieved that new level a week before the end of the campaign.
Oh, I'm so glad we did. Oh my goodness. My goodness, stressful.
Guys, we were talking to what we call in the business a business development manager or no, she's not a manager as such.
She's a BDS, it's called BDS. So business development support.
Ah, that's right, business development support. And she was so supportive. And I'm going to say her name, Kirsty, because Kirsty, if you're listening, thank you so much. Yeah,
she's been brilliant. Sometimes you don't get ones you gel with very well, but she's been absolute superstar for me.
Yeah, she has. Well, not just for you. Yeah. I've seen the difference of you working with her.
Yes.
And it's great because it makes such a...
Well, she's a friend, and that's what I love.
I was just going to say she's a friend because she's actually got some passions that we've got as well within the motor racing arena. But, do you know, when this all started and we said what we wanted to do and what you wanted to do and what we wanted to achieve within Avon, there is another couple that I think made a bit of a turning point for us, and that's Howard and Jane.
Yeah.
Who are the leader, the head of the Achievers group.
Well, they're our support and mentor, aren't they, really?
And the reason I say that is because a little while ago we went down, we took the plunge and drove down to Wales to meet them. Because that's where they live, down in Wales, and we live up in the Midlands.
Wasn't that in September?
I think it might have been.
Could have been August, September.
And that was because we wanted to say, you know, we weren't going to give up and we wanted to carry on. Also, another couple that have helped us massively, Tony and Rianne, who live down in Wales. Yeah. And we met them at the same time.
We did.
You know, on behalf of Karen and myself, guys, if you're listening to this as well, thank you so much for all your support.
Yeah.
It just keeps us on the straight and narrow.
I think it was September because that was our goal, and I wanted to apologise to Howard for not achieving it. But
and if I remember rightly, we were sitting in the restaurant and he said, "You don't need to apologise because you're going to do it."
Yeah, exactly. And it's amazing because when you listen to somebody who says you're going to achieve it in November and you're still in that, well, I haven't done it in September and I don't know if it's going to happen, and you're still in that quandary, and they're so certain you're going to do it in November, you're going to smash it in November, and you're thinking, oh, I don't know. But that just watching the figures counting down, and you need sort of like, you know, £100 more or one person to put an order in. It is frustrating but exciting at the same time. I can't really explain it. It was weird.
Do you know what else I think was really good as well? Was to see some other people within the group who we are great friends with achieve the same level.
Yes.
And they had exactly the same thing, but they actually had their board saying they'd do it in November.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah. And the other thing is that we've been on a journey with them as well.
Yeah.
And helping, supporting each other.
Yeah.
When you have your ups and downs, because You do have ups and downs in business. Anybody that is self-employed or runs a business will know you have ups and downs because you've got to.
Yeah, it's never going to be plain sailing.
It's never going to be.
Do you know why? Do you know why it's never going to be plain sailing? Where that saying comes from? Well, what happens if you're on a ship?
Yeah.
It's not all plain sailing, is it? You get bad weather, get good weather, you get calm seas, rough seas. There you go.
Yeah, but you don't have sails on ships.
It doesn't matter. Yes, you do. Well, you might do.
Well, on a cruise you don't.
Oh, God. Why do you have to be so pedantic? Why can't you just say, oh, yeah, that's a good way of
That's a good way of remembering it, Fred. That's very good. But not every boat has sails.
I know, but it's not... Sailing is whether you're on a ship or whether you're on a yacht with sails. It doesn't matter.
I suppose.
But it is. It's nothing's plain sailing.
No, it's not.
This weather can put people off. You'll get people like I put the books out on Friday, and it was a little bit drizzly, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yesterday when I looked out, and I thought, oh, I've got to pick the books up on Tuesday. I wonder if it's going to be snowing. I didn't think, oh, if it's snowing, I'm not going to go out.
Yeah.
Because in all the years, how long have we been in this sort of industry?
About 22 years.
I think it's a little bit more than that, actually.
Is it?
But we have only missed one day of picking up our catalogues.
Yes, but...
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I thought
And what
of
was
that
the weather
earlier.
then?
That was snowing.
And why were we late?
Because the plane was late coming back
Exactly.
from holiday. And when we went out to pick up the books, do you remember the man that shouted out from the bedroom window?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't expect you to be out here today.
What the hell are you doing collecting in this weather? And we said...
Well, we apologised. We should have picked them up yesterday and we're late.
Yeah.
So we apologised and we couldn't leave it anymore another day. We needed to get the books in.
I think you were talking to him like that while I was actually shoveling off the snow off of our catalogue outside.
Yeah.
And he went, I can't believe you've come out. And we just said, but we said we would. We're so sorry we missed a day.
And you know that's one of the best pickups we had that year.
It was, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter what the weather is, but there are people that would say, I'm not going out. And then that actually upsets the customers. The customers don't expect you to be out, but when you turn up and pick the books up, they're so...
But you know that's one of the things that I find fascinating because... Do you remember the customer? Oh, well, I didn't want to put it out because I didn't want your book to get wet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So they keep them indoors anyway.
It was crazy, wasn't it?
Until the day that you're going to pick them up.
Was that the same time that we had that massive pickup, that one order that we went back for 3 times because the weather was bad, and then you went and picked... I think you picked it up and looked at me.
The second, they didn't put it out because it was snowing. So we put a note in apologising for not picking it up the day before.
That's right.
And we would pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
We went back that day and it wasn't out.
That was the second time, yeah.
Yeah. And we said we'd pick it up on the Saturday.
Yeah, that's right.
And we went back on the Saturday and I went to pick it up, knocked on the door, and they actually gave it to me. So I met the gentleman.
That's right.
And I said thank you and apologised for not picking it up. And as I was walking down the path, he'd shut the door, mind. I'm walking down the path, I saw the order and was bouncing up and down. No, I was jumping up and down.
It was a massive order, wasn't it?
It was over £200.
Yeah. And the thing was, that just brings me to the next level. We just kept going back. Some people just give up. So someone would have given up a nearly £200 order.
Yeah.
By not bothering to go back, and then that person would have had no confidence in that person, that company or whatever.
Well, that's the thing. This is one thing that we always say to our reps. So if you wanted to be a rep in Avon, come and join us at jointheavoncouple.co.uk. Come and join us because we teach you customer service as well as just doing Avon. It's all about customer service as well. And one of the things that we do is be reliable. So if you say you're going to go back, go back.
We're called the Avon Couple.
Yeah.
If anyone knows what Ronseal was, it's...
Oh, yeah.
That's what it says on the tin.
Exactly. And that's what we do. And one of that things is building up reliability with your customers.
Yeah.
So if you say you're going back on a day, go back on a day. If the books aren't there, make sure that you put a slip in saying, I am coming back, and don't put the word tomorrow, because tomorrow doesn't mean anything to the customer.
Yeah, they might have been away for a week.
Absolutely. Put the actual day you're coming back. And then we always say go back 3 times.
Yeah.
I've always done 3 times.
Once you've got a customer base, it's a lot easier because you've got all their details.
You've got regular customers,
Yeah.
That's what a customer base is.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, regular customers. And also, you've normally got all their details, so you can text them or give them a quick call and say, I popped round, oh yeah, I forgot to put it out, or
Absolutely.
I put it out and my husband brought it back in. That's
Absolutely.
the favourite one, that's the best one.
Yeah.
I always get that. Oh, we thought you just delivered it, so we brought it back in for me.
Yeah. So what else did we do? What about these prizes
Oh,
we did
I was
for the
just going to
customers?
say, we did the prize draw live on Facebook.
So what was the prize draw?
I can't remember now. No, what we said is we would have 3 prizes, didn't we? To start with, we
this was
said...
in September.
Yeah, in September, we said if anyone placed an order over a certain level...
In October and also in November.
Yeah, in October and November, up until the end, well, because we do our deliveries and collections and everything else right at the beginning of the month. So we did the draw on the 28th, but we actually, instead of having 3, because we had such a fantastic response, we ended up having 10 prizes to give away.
That was on the 28th of
28th
November.
of November, yeah. And the first prize was an advert calendar with lots of Avon products in it, totaling about 190 quid.
Yes.
That's how much all the products were worth, and that's what our first prize was.
Yeah.
And well, we did the prize draw, and I always try and do it on Facebook, because if I just went round and said, oh, you've won first prize, people can go, oh yeah, just pick them. If you do it live, and we use one of these things on the internet,
it's a name wheel, isn't
name
it?
wheel, yeah. And all you do is put all the names in, and you spin it live, and it gives you the name. And it was fantastic, because obviously people put in more than one order, so they got more than one chance on the wheel. And believe it or not, we had 9 winners for 10 prizes, because one lass, bless her heart, she won 2 prizes, and when I took
So she won twice?
She won twice, yeah.
What's it like when you go in?
I was just going to say, I find it emotional trying to talk about it sometimes as well. But when you go round and I actually let everybody know by text first that they won a prize. We don't like saying you've won first, second, third, or whatever. We just say you've won a prize, because it's nice.
Because then that takes the surprise out if you tell them what it is.
Exactly. And all I can say is the lady that won first prize is an absolute lovely lady. She's not very well. Her husband came to the door, and I said, oh, is the lady there? And she came to the door, and when I gave her the prize, she'd actually ordered from us as well, so I was delivering her order, which she had to pay for. And I gave her the prize, which was the first prize, and she just cried.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. And I mean, out of the 9 people I delivered to, 7 of them were really emotional about they'd never won anything. They couldn't believe that they'd won a prize, and how could we possibly do it, and all the rest of it. But do you know what that builds? That builds an absolute fantastic rapport with those people that have won. Because some of those people, they're not big orderers, but they order all the time from us. Well,
they had to order a certain amount, which they did.
Yeah. But then
to meet it.
That's so it enables us to actually be able to put that on. But as I was saying, we started off, we were only going to have 3 prizes.
I know.
But the response to the actual competition itself was great, so we could put on 10 prizes. How cool is that?
Yeah. And one of the things that is I always think is lovely, and I know that some reps don't do it, but they do it they do Avon for different reasons.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that we get. But for me, it is all about the customers, and it was all about saying thank you to the customers, and doing something, because you do all of the prize draws and things like that. I don't get involved really in that sort of thing.
You couldn't even get out this time because you had other things going on. But
Yeah.
normally I love you to come out because you then get to see the customers that they all know us, they know you,
Yeah.
and they're always asking after you.
Yeah. But it's lovely to be able to give back and pay it forward, or you know, all of these things that we talk about, just to say thank you. I think that it's just lovely, and see their faces just light up, and because we know the customers quite well, that's why we don't like saying first, second and third, because when we had so many, you like to give them something that they will enjoy. It's not, you know, anything will do. It's not, we don't do that, do we?
I'll tell you, one of the best ones was our next door neighbour, believe it or not.
Yeah. She loves candles, doesn't she?
Yeah, but it wasn't.
See, I want to say 4 candles.
Who do you think you are, in a shop?
Do you remember the 2 runners?
Yeah.
4 candles.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I remember going to the front door, and her husband came to the door, and I said, is Susie in? Because you all know our next door neighbour's Susie. And he said, yeah, what's up? I said, she's won a prize. And he went, yeah, get out of it. And she came to the door and she said, how can I have won a prize? I didn't go in for anything. And we said, do you not remember sitting, ordering and going, if I get that, have I done it? No, you're a pound out, or whatever it was from the level.
Yeah.
And then when she got it, she went, I'm in the prize draw. And it was just one of those things that...
She forgot all about it.
Yeah, she forgot all about it, but the prize fitted what she wanted. Yeah. And it wasn't something that we've got to give that to Susie because she'll like it. It was the prize she won. Won? Well, it wasn't a Chinese, that's for sure. But yeah.
No, but we do have prizes that we do know fit our customers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And she was over the moon, wasn't she? She was absolutely over the moon with it, which is brilliant.
Yes, she was. Yeah.
And if you're listening, Susie, there might be another one next year.
Yeah, we like doing that. I think it's nice to do one every quarter.
Yeah. Well, we do the Easter one as well, don't we?
If not 4 times a year, well, you do, yeah.
Yeah, we do an Easter one and a summer one and whatever.
Yeah, it's nice to do one either 3 times a year or 4 times a year, depending on how we feel and how the business is going. But to actually move up a level this year has been absolutely amazing.
What, Karen, can I just ask you, I do know the answer, but our friends that are listening to this probably don't. What does it actually mean to move up to the executive level as an Avon rep?
Well, you get more involved with Avon, I think, and they tend to listen if they do sort of question and answer sessions during the year.
So do you get put into a group of different people? Different representatives? You get more of a say as being an executive representative.
Yeah. I mean, there's what?
I don't know how many.
No, I'm not sure, but it's not as many as you think.
No, it's thousands of representatives, but there's not thousands.
Hundreds just over 100,000, I think.
There's 100,000 reps, and you're in the one of the top groups of the executives. So I mean, I'm going to say it. Well done. I mean, I know I joined you as a partnership this year, but that didn't really help in the structure of stuff, because
it didn't help in the planning of things. You just
did you hear that, everyone? It didn't help.
No. But it enabled us to become the Avon Couple, which is what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
That was our main reason for joining.
Yeah, that's the new brand of us.
Is to focus on us, because we couldn't find a brand name that would suit us. We wanted, because we talked about, well, maybe we could be the Masons, but we couldn't do that. It was like Fred and Karen. Well, we do know there's another Fred and Karen Mason in the world. We know that. Yeah. In fact, there's more than one. I think there's 2 or 3 that I know of. So we wanted to be slightly unique, and that's why we've done the Avon Couple.
Well, it's funny because I can remember a couple of our customers saying, "Oh, you're a great Avon couple," and you think, "Oh, that sounds pretty cool." That.
Yeah.
So, guys, that's why we are the Avon Couple UK.
We are.
And I think that's about it for today, Karen.
Yeah.
I'm picking up the catalogues tomorrow, which is Tuesday.
Yes, it's the start of a new campaign. We've already got one new team member, which is great.
Yeah.
So if you want to find out more about the Avon and what it can do for you, the benefits for you, then our details are on the website, theavoncouple.co.uk. Please come, just talk to us or message us. We're very happy to talk to you about anything to do with Avon or just for a chat.
Yep. Just give us a buzz, put some message down. All our details are there. So, guys, that's me, Fred Mason.
And me, Karen Mason.
And we are
the
Avon Couple saying
goodbye from him.
and goodbye from me. See you later.